night!
And if the beat live, you know Lil Juke made it.
So we got Nikki Sin here from thenikkisin.com. You're our pop culture correspondent. This is your third time on the show. First thing I think we got to talk about is that badass new microphone that you're chatting with us on.
Oh my God, it's sick, right?
Can we get a shot of that? Look at that thing.
She's got money. She doesn't.
The last two times you've been on the show, it was with no mic at all.
None. Like Ned Flanders. Feels like I'm recording with nothing at all. I have my own podcast now, which is very exciting. It's called Caffeine Confessionals. Right now we're covering the challenge Double Agents, which is season 36 of the show.
Right.
My co-host and I, Alan, just chat shit back and forth. We definitely have a lot to talk about. I have a lot of opinions. I don't know if you know that about me.
I'm not surprised by that for 1 second.
Lolo better shut all the way up. She's talking all this smack and she's like, I could have done this, I could have, shoulda, coulda, woulda, you didn't.
Let's chat about your first book. It's called The Anxiety Diaries, book 1, The Past. I was hoping you would have a copy with you. It is poetry and illustrations that you created as a coping mechanism for the anxiety challenges that you have faced. Is that about accurate?
That's very accurate. I did not, however, I didn't do the images. My great friend, Marina Catherine, she created them. I feel like I'm like reading to a kid, but this illustration is amazing.
The illustration is important, and we should mention this is a graphic poetry book. Like the drawings have a lot to say as well.
They do. It was so easy to work with Marina because her and I have always talked about our anxiety with each other. It's always been like really easy to relate to one another with that. And so I would sort of like describe something to her and she's like, bet, got it. I think the only one that was confusing or harder for her was I wrote one called Haiku. And so she didn't know what that looked like.
Do you want to explain what that is?
It's a rolled up dollar bill.
Right.
And then there's a little bit of
happy powder.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know? Yeah.
G-rated film.
Booger sugar. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Mom. I've never let anyone, except for maybe one person in my life, read my poetry. So.
Wow. Do you maybe want to read something from the book?
I could do that. Let's see. Your soul will never forget what it was like to crawl out of the dark rubble of your mind, nor the strength it took to let the raw parts of yourself crumble in your palms. Your heart will never be the same as the moment, that single shard of time, when you truly allowed the light to strike you to your core, opening it, exposing it, to the elements of your very being. And all you can do now is be. Be.
All right, well, Nikki, I love it when we get to do this. It was, from fun and light and reality TV podcast to this very heavy book, but we did it.
Yeah, sorry viewers that were looking for something. People are going to be listening to this on the radio and like pulling over to cry.
Yes, please pull over if you're going to cry.
Don't cry and drive.
Don't
drink and text, and don't cry and drive.
Good night!